Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I will share with you what I did on my 12th day in this 100 days of coding challenge. If you are new to my channel and if you don't have any idea, then there is a playlist of my 100 days of coding challenge. Go and check it out. Yesterday I completed the front end part of this project. We have a nice background image. We have numbers to display days, hours, minutes and seconds. Now it's time to make them work. So let's focus on the back end part. In order to do that, we must get all those values from the front end. How do we do that? It's pretty simple. All we need to do is to get all those IDs of elements using HTML tags using DOMS model, where DOM means document object model. Using this model, we access ID of the elements. Not only IDs, there is a lot more that we can do using DOM. If you want me to make a separate video on it, let me know through comments. Now we access days element by its ID. So create a constant called days element. Now constant days element equal to document.getElement by ID days. In this way we access days from the HTML tag by its ID. Do the same thing to get hours, minutes and seconds. Now to start the countdown, we need a target date. Let's give New Year's date. So constant New Year equal to 1st Jan 2022. Now create a function called countdown. Let's get that New Year date. So constant New Year's date equal to new date of New Year. Here we gave date in the form of string. Date function will convert that to the date format. I hope that makes sense. We must start our countdown from now, right? So constant current date equal to new date. This will fetch our current default date, means our today's date. In order to start our countdown, we must know how many seconds left from today to the target date. To get that total number of seconds, constant total seconds equal to New Year's date minus current date by 1000. This gives a total number of seconds. You can check this using console.log. If you call this function, it will display the total number of seconds in the console log. If you want, you can check even days, minutes and even hours after writing logic. We have total seconds. Now we have to convert those total seconds to days, minutes, hours and even seconds. It's a bit tricky and interesting. If you want days, first we have to divide these total seconds with 3600 because an hour has 3600 seconds. Since a day has 24 hours, divide it again by 24. If you want hours, first we have to divide it with 3600 and then we have to do mod by 24 hours. This gives total hours left. If you want minutes, first divide it with 60 seconds and do mod with 60 minutes. If you want seconds, do mod with 60 seconds. By this logic, we get all those values. To render those values to our HTML page, just do days element dot inner HTML equal to days, hours element dot inner HTML equal to hours, minutes element dot inner HTML equal to minutes and seconds element dot inner HTML equal to seconds. Now call this function. If you check, it will display days, hours, minutes and seconds. It's displaying, that's fine, but we want to refresh every second. To do that, we use set interval. We used this function already in our previous project. 2D tennis game. If you have no idea, I will share with you the link. Now just use set interval and call this function for every 1000 milliseconds. But there is a little problem here. When the time is below 10, the numbers are displayed in single digits. To avoid that, create a function called format time. Now use this format time method for minutes and seconds. If you save and refresh, you see that now it shows 2 digits even after less than 10. Done with this project. This is what I learned today. If you have any doubts, let me know through comments. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you'll never miss an update from my 100 days of coding challenge and other interesting coding stuff. Thank you.